Alrighty guys, what is going on? And good morning to everybody out there here on this awesome February 2nd. Hope all of you guys are doing alright. Like I said, we are continuing some of the coverage that we were doing here earlier. We are back here live for you guys at quite a late time. Probably going to be live here for a while here for tonight in order to give you guys information regarding what's going on, because I know there's probably not many people out there that's touching up on this, as most people go to bed and all that stuff going on there. But we're going to try to be here for you guys for a while tonight. That way, for the people who get up early in the morning, that way that they have the latest information and everything like that coming through here. So we're going to try our best to stay live here for as long as possible. And we're going to actually be doing this. We'll be talking about the latest information. Got some live cameras for y'all. We got some power outage reports. Things have gotten pretty crazy. We got some live cameras. Got some traffic information for you guys. And severe weather is possible here for tomorrow. Or actually today at this point. But anyways, let's go ahead and see who is here for today. Let's go ahead and see. We have ourselves Weather Watcher. I know you've been here. We have Mark. We have Liam. We have Pilot, we have Jim, we have Haley. What's up, everybody? Hope all of you guys are doing good. Like I said, once again, I'm glad to have everybody here for tonight. And like I said, obviously, we have ourselves a bit of activity that's going to be kicking off. I'm actually going to turn off that light I just had. But like I said, we have a lot of activity that's still kicking off here. I mean, Dallas, Texas region, we are still seeing a lot of freezing rain across the areas. The temperatures is right there riding the freezing line, which is definitely a bit crazy here. I mean, look at this. 31 degrees Fahrenheit. It is right there at the freezing point there. I mean, literally, we are just below freezing, which, I mean, this is barely being able to stick here. And like I said, these temperatures are going to quickly warm up here as soon as the sun breaks the clouds. As soon as the sun breaks the horizon here, we're going to start to see a lot of the conditions start to improve. So, like I said, kind of a bit of a problem here. Let's see here. Mary Brown was saying from Canada. What's up? Hope you're doing good, Mary. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Jakey says, "Hi, Andrew. You wouldn't believe the wind in my house came out of nowhere. 0 to 60 mile per hour for 5 minutes straight." Mother Nature said, "Hey, buddy. Here's your surprise." Interesting. That's pretty crazy. Some pretty gusty winds there. Anyways, well, now guys, before we go ahead and really dive into the models and such, I want to go ahead and talk about the current impacts here with you guys, just to kind of show you what's going on and just to fill you in on the latest info. Here's the traffic maps. I mean, you can see all these orange here. All of this orange is straight up road closures and very slow traffic. And obviously, this is all due to the fact that we are seeing numerous impacts out of this winter storm here. And all of that essentially is, really, all of that is essentially really crazy and showing a lot of closed roads and such. I mean, even same thing for like Memphis area. I mean, all of this is, pretty crazy here. Let's see here. Proxy with a $25 super chat. Proxy, thank you so much. Big thumbs up goes to you. Thank you so much for supporting us. Saying I can't stay too long, about 30 minutes, but I wanted to come, I wanted to show some support for the stream and the channel. Well, Proxy, seriously, that's super greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. You did not have to do all that. That is, I mean, you helped us out earlier and everything like that. So, honestly, Proxy, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And saying you can't stay long here, about 30 minutes. That's all right. And just, well, thank you so much there, Proxy. Greatly appreciated. But like I said, obviously, yeah, we have ourselves, a lot of traffic concerns here. We actually switch over to the power outages. Now, this was from earlier. We were looking at 364,000 people without power. I'm going to go ahead and update this page now. 368,000 people without power. Now, like I said, we're going to start to have a lot. I really believe that we're going to start to have a lot of, these counties. More towards like the central, north central area of the state. These areas are going to probably start losing power here soon, due to the fact we are continually seeing, a lot of heavy accumulations across those regions, which is definitely, a bit of a concern here. We switch on over here to like San Angelo, and obviously areas here. We see a lot of spotty, sleet and freezing rain showers that's actually occurring here. Which, like I said, obviously that is a big concern here, because like I said, obviously we're seeing a lot of we are basically seeing a lot of rapid accumulations here of some freezing rain. I mean, some of these areas here is just few degrees below freezing there, which that is enough. Pilot says, is Nashville going to get another round? So Nashville, like I said, we take a look over here at Nashville right now. Current radar does show a bit of precipitation moving there. Apparently, I don't know what's going on over here, but there's apparently some snow popping up here. But anyways, for Nashville, I'll tell you what, we're going to switch on over here to the future models. And I'm actually going to go ahead and show you a little representation of what we possibly could see here. We'll take a look at the wrap model, which let's go ahead and switch on over to that here right now. So this is, okay, so here we go. So this is what we're looking at. Like I said, all the pink here that you guys are seeing, all of this is basically, just sleet, freezing, rain activity. Now, for you, like I said, there in Nashville, we are looking like we are going to see another round of precipitation move through the region. I really noticed in the latest frames here, the wrap model, the latest model runs here, it really got rid of all that snow that was expected to fall across western Texas. And that was the only model that supported that there, too, which is pretty crazy. So, no snow for Texas out of that, but we're going to see a lot of freezing rain. And then once the morning hits, once the crack of dawn hits and everything starts to heat up here from the sun, we're going to have all that precipitation change just to normal rain because the temperature is going to be above freezing and everything is just going to not be able to freeze, which it will be good. So tomorrow afternoon, things should mostly be in the better of things here. Anyways, but that's what we are looking at. But once again, Proxy, thank you so much for that. That is super nice of you. Mary says, don't forget to smash that like. Be greatly appreciated, guys. Like I said, just thank you all for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Like I said, we're just continuing the coverage we did here earlier. Like I said, we went live for about 2.5 hours, and we're just coming back on here late because I know there's a lot of people that have early morning jobs, and I know a lot of people are wondering what's going on with the weather. Before they head out to work or before they go where they need to go. Then obviously, like I said, we're gonna be here to make sure that everybody is staying up to date with the with the latest information on the system here. Which, like I said, obviously this is a pretty nasty storm here, which is definitely pretty crazy. And I tell you what, we're actually gonna switch back here to the models because I want to see if there's anything else in the extended range here. Like I said, here's obviously the United States, pretty obvious. But like I said, we have all this, we have all of this activity regarding those freezing rain and sleet showers moving through Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, perhaps even southern Kentucky, maybe. Wrap model showing a bit of snow for western Virginia, for the Appalachian Plateau regions of Virginia, which is interesting. Now this has been popping up in the models for a little bit. Basically a bit of a bit of snow activity happening there in the northeast, maybe the Ohio Valley regions. Which we'll go ahead and zoom into these areas. We're going to see a big cool down for areas of the northeast, as we are going to be seeing here. That could actually drive a bit of snow, maybe for areas in the in more the interior northeast, which could be something to watch out for. Temperatures, like I said, it's going to be very cold once that line moves through. I mean, like I said, the northeast here for areas of eastern New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Yeah, we're talking -10s, -20s. It's going to be absolutely cold. That's an understatement there. It's going to be absolutely cold here. But yeah, a lot of that cold air is going to be really driving down across the country. Same thing for did I really just try to call Minnesota, Mississippi? Minnesota here, we're talking a potential of kind of around the same, maybe -10, -20 here. Some could get a little bit higher. But overall, it's going to get pretty daggone chilly there. But we take this to the future models. So we take this to the long range American models here. I'm just kind of curious to see what's going on here in the future. So obviously we have that that system moves through here. Like I said, I don't like to take a look at these too far in depth because, like I said, the further you essentially look out, the more inaccurate things tend to go. But anyways, but yes, I mean we go several days out here, February 7th, which is about 5 days. I don't really like to go anything past that. Really does not show much. It kind of shows a dry pattern here. Except for areas in the western country, we were actually talking about this here earlier. There's a possibility we could get a bit of moisture moving into the northwestern side of the country here. which we actually take a look here with the mid-range models. Like the RAP model, they actually do support that, and you can see all this moisture moving in across the upper northwest. Now that could obviously drive some upper-level snowfall. Could be a concern for those upper levels, but on top of things, like I said, really don't think that's going to be too much of a big concern. Northwestern California could be looking at some more precipitation of that as well. And like I said, we have actually the threat here for some severe weather, which we take a look here over at the Storm Prediction Center's page here. Day 2 convective outlook, which is essentially for today here. We take a look over here at this. We have ourselves the risks already out there, which I'm going to go ahead and change that. So they have a 0% tornado risk here, or less than 2%, so no tornado threat here. Wind damage threat, that is there, and hail is not. So the only concern here is the possibility for some wind damage, and we're going to go ahead and set that here to a low probability, which we just now did. We just changed that from a none to low. So like I said, obviously for future reference, we can talk about this later on in the live stream. We'll just need to talk about it again. But yeah, there is a possibility for some damaging wind gusts, perhaps here towards the Florida Panhandle, very far southeastern Alabama, and very, very far southwestern portions of Georgia as well. So that's obviously kind of the latest concerns regarding the severe storms. I mean, it's possible we could see a little bit of activity there. I'm not really too confident on anything crazy to be happening, regarding some nasty, severe weather and stuff like that. I mean, we take a look here back at the models here, and you can see, like I said, we take a look here at the the energy that's available, which the energy, for thunderstorm activity is shown here in the pinks and purples there, and you can see how that energy barely makes it into the panhandle of Florida at all. So obviously, the energy that's required for thunderstorms to form is kind of limited here. Really is quite limited. Beforehand, the models were actually supporting this in like Louisiana and coastal Mississippi, but that has been withdrawn since this morning's outlook here, or day before, or yesterday morning's outlook here, in which it's just now including for mostly just areas of the panhandle of Florida. There's going to be enough energy to possibly allow for some more thunderstorms, maybe some non-severe thunderstorms to happen here towards the Florida Peninsula here for tomorrow at this point, being the 3rd. But overall, I really don't have too many high hopes here regarding a lot of thunderstorm activity here. I mean, there's barely any energy that's available here, which is not really that much available for thunderstorm activity there. We'll switch to a different model here, but like I say, you can see how there is energy that's going to be persistent, that's going to be available here, but not much, not enough that's needed for really crazy, really crazy, energy available. The winds at the low pressure, or the winds at the lower levels of the atmosphere here, the lower level jet stream here is going to be pretty weak for the most part. Really, like I said, obviously, really nothing too really supportive of any tornadic activity. So I don't think tornadoes is going to be a concern. Once again, I just think the main concern here is going to be possibility for some damaging winds and all that fun stuff. But like I said, that's just something we're going to keep an eye out there for. Let's see, Mark says, NWW116 Pancake Club, is that a thing? I've never heard of that. Let's see, everyone's talking about pancakes in the chat. Was that what we talk about here in the morning? Anyways, let's see here. Haley says, Andrew, you're funny. I love people like you. Make me feel happy when you say funny things. When I try calling states other names. You notice that on my channel a lot, is that obviously, you could give me a states test and I can get them all right. I can take it 100 times and get all of them right 100%. But you're going to notice me, like, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, these M states, sometimes I mix them up. And sometimes I call Missouri, Montana, or, Missouri, obviously they're for Minnesota. I just mix up a lot of the states here, which is not intentional. It's just the first letter that starts with it, I usually just sometimes say it too quick before I realize what I actually said there. But anyways, we take a look here over towards Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas actually dealing with a lot of ice here. Which I tell you what, we actually do have some live cameras here throughout Arkansas here. So let's go ahead and switch over to some of those. So there you go. So all of that precipitation we just now looked at, all that pink is showing some freezing rain and some sleet here. Oh yeah, look at that. Those cameras are wet. Obviously, temperature here is 29, so the sensor says definitely cold enough to allow for anything to freeze. We'll grab another random camera. Same thing. This one's soaked as well, or was soaked. Now it's just ice. Grab another random camera here. Yeah, look at that. You see the shiny part right there from that billboard? That's just, look at that. See the reflections coming off? That's likely black ice. Not something you want to mess with. Temperature, yep, 29 degrees. So, got a lot of different cameras. We're just going to scan some of these cameras here. Look at the roadways there. I mean, they are soaked. Like I said, they look like they're completely soaked, but it's just a big sheet of ice, essentially. You know, that's the problem, is the fact that it's just a big sheet of ice, and these people are driving over it. 30 degrees there, so it is still below freezing. The car moving through. Yeah, these roadways, I mean, they are completely in horrible conditions here. And which I said, do not travel in this mess here. I mean, look at that. There you go, right there again. A lot more ice there. Like I said, unless if it's an absolute dire emergency, there's no reason you should be going out in this right now. Yeah, there's no reason you should be going out in this right now. And do not risk your life. Seriously, do not risk your life on this stuff. And like I said, you know, like I said, if you guys have to go out for something, like say, oh, I have to go out to the grocery, which I don't think you would be doing at 12 in the morning anyways. If you have to go out somewhere, like I said, try to avoid it as much as possible, because you know, like this is not stuff you want to be in. I mean, look at this tractor trailer on the side there, probably had some problems. I mean, look at this. The roads, they look completely wet, don't they? It looks just like a normal wet road. But look at this, the temperature here, 31 degrees, which is below freezing. So obviously, a lot of that is going to be allowed to turn into ice, which is not good. Online says pure icy mess. Essentially, yeah, that's what all this is. I mean, not good. What I've started to notice, though, is that a lot of the people that are on the roads is truckers. Have you guys realized that? Have y'all noticed that? What is that? Is it like an emergency vehicle? Some lights here. What is that? That actually might be a snowplow. What is that? I didn't really get a good look at that, but that might have been a snowplow there, which is interesting. But like I said, obviously all of that roadway conditions are horrid, absolutely horrible. We move over here towards like West Memphis. Oh, look at that. There's a big icicle on the right-hand side there. I really don't hope we have any tornadoes right now. Haley, we don't got to worry about any tornadoes. You know, the atmosphere is not primed for any tornadoes right now, so we're good. Not a problem, but look at that, though. That big icicle. Just goes to show you, temperature 30 there. It just goes to show you that conditions are icy. Central heart of Memphis. Holy cow. That's a lot of icicles. I mean, look at these roadways, too. Central Memphis. I mean, you see the shiny? Not good. Yeah, temperature 30 degrees there. And like I said, we take a look here back at the radar really quickly. You can see here towards Memphis that we have a lot of activity moving through. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, Memphis is getting slammed right now by a lot of freezing rain. Like I said, obviously, once again, I mean, freezing rain, it looks like rain. It has the same characteristic as rain. It actually falls as a liquid. And then once it sticks onto something on the surface, like I said, once it sticks onto something on the surface, then it freezes, which is not good. Truck stops may be crowded with delayed transporters waiting this stuff out. Yeah, honestly, that would not be surprising. Essentially, we'll go ahead and restart that camera. Like I said, we have a live camera just above me right here. This is across the Dallas area. We got some really, really heavy stuff starting to pop up here towards Jackson, Tennessee. And you can see the DBZ here. Wow, that is some really brutal stuff. 44 DBZ, like I said, that's basically showing us rainfall rate. 50 there. We reached a 50 DBZ marker. That is showing heavy rainfall. And that's going to allow for those accumulations to go up dramatically over a short period of time, which actually could alter the overall accumulations here. Not good. The radar down here in Memphis does show a bit of snow, but like I said, that's because the beam of the radar scans upper elevation, so it's detecting snow up above. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of mixed precipitation, mostly in the form of freezing rain, like I said before. Yeah, most of this is just freezing rain, but touches the ground when the temperature is below freezing, and then it freezes as soon as it hits the ground, essentially. I mean, obviously, it probably takes a few minutes to freeze, but it eventually will. You know, if the temperatures do stay below freezing. And like I said, that obviously throws a concern that, you know, black ice and, you know, everything along that is just a huge problem. I mean, a huge, huge problem. Like I said, this morning's commute, or tomorrow morning, depending on where you're at right now. So I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it's already the second. For the morning commute today, it's going to be very impactful. You know, we're going to see tons and tons of accidents. I hate to say this, but it's likely going to happen. In which, like I said, if it's possible, I would try to cancel work today, or at least delay it until conditions clear up here. I mean, yeah, a lot of these cameras are even frozen too. I mean, those are just frozen. Yeah, you see their triangle shape? Those are ice crystals there. Not good. And like I said, the temperature over there is right near freezing, actually. Let's see. Yeah, those road conditions are completely horrid. But like I said, I mean, there is good news. Like I said, we take a look here over at the temperatures, which I'm going to switch over here to this view. We're going to zoom into it, make it look a little bit more nicer for everybody. But we're going to switch over here to the blend of models, and we're going to show you guys what, on average, the temperature should be. So obviously, all this blue here you see, that is all below freezing or at the freezing point. As we track our way into the morning hours, you're going to see how it quickly recedes. It basically quickly pulls out from under us, and it heats up here kind of in the, kind of right as soon as the sun comes up, essentially. So right as the sun comes up, temperatures are going to quickly increase to above freezing, and all that ice is going to melt very quickly, which is good, which is great news. So like I said, honestly, it would honestly be good if we had like a 2-hour delay for a lot of these areas. I wouldn't say that, canceling everything in general is a great option, but I would definitely say that there should be a delay on tomorrow's work. So like I said, if you guys are across, these areas here, I mean, if you guys are across, like the Dallas area and, all these areas that's being impacted by this heavy ice, I mean, I would think twice about going into work early tomorrow. At least wait a few hours before the sun, or at least wait a few hours after the sun has came up here, because, I mean, obviously that'll be good to help maybe allow things to melt. That's what you want to deal with. You don't want to deal with any of that that travel disruptions and all that bad stuff here. So once again, I'm just looking out for you guys. I really care about y'all. I mean, power outages is a huge problem right now in Texas. I mean, look at this. The last update we looked at was 368,000 people without power. 371,000 people now without power, which is not good. 371,000 people without power. And you can see the majority of the density of it is right here in East Central Texas, pretty much just east here of Dallas. But I mean, that is just yeah. There you go. Dallas County. You see how Dallas County is just right to the left of that. All that craziness. But like I said, a lot of the east central portions of the state is completely without power. Dallas itself, like I said, here's the traffic. I mean, look at all these roads. They are closed. They are all closed here until February 2nd due to ice and continuous freezing rain accumulation. Big problem. Same thing down here towards Austin. Looks like Austin has a lot of closed roads here too. Memphis. Yep, Memphis has a lot of problems. Let's see over here toward west of Oklahoma City, having a bit of issues as well. But anyways, it's just kind of crazy to look at that. I mean, we have a lot of heavy road closures, especially really close there to Dallas. I mean, Dallas is just completely... Dallas is just absolutely completely closed, essentially. You know, due to all this ice. And like I said, you know, what it looks like is that the precipitation's starting to light up right now, but it looks like there's more rounds coming towards you. In which that brings us to the conclusion here. The question, what is the timing of this event? I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions on that. Like, what time is this event gonna, you know, end and everything like that? Which, I'll tell you what, we're going to switch over here to the future radar. We're going to take a look here based off of the NAM 3-kilometer model. Which, let's go ahead and switch over to that here right now. So if you want to follow along in time, it's in the top left, or sorry, top right there. If you guys want to follow along with time here, it's in the Eastern time zone, by the way. So if you're in these areas, just subtract an hour essentially. So right now, instead of 2, it would be 1 o'clock for this area. But like I said, we have ourselves a lot of that, you know, kind of pink color. That's showing us that we have a lot of sleet and freezing rain. You know, right there towards the Dallas area, and you know, slightly areas here to the south, kind of towards like Waco. Seeing a bit of you know, freezing precipitation here for 2 in the morning. Now for 3 o'clock, continuing 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. As soon as the sun comes up, you can see how all that pink starts to fade out as the sun comes up and the temperatures go above freezing here on the surface of Texas, which is good. But freezing rain will still be a possible concern for like Arkansas, but most of it will fade out here by noon overall, which we should be completely done with all of this frozen precipitation pretty much by tomorrow early afternoon, essentially, which is good, which is great. Like I said, we just have a little bit more to go with this one. We just have a few more hours left, approximately about 7 hours to go, maybe 6.5 hours to go before all this is starting to recede itself. Like I said, I just really wanted to go live for you guys this late, essentially, just to keep you guys aware, you know, just to keep you guys informed with all this mess here. You know, like I said, this is something that is very, very impactful, and I just want to make sure that you guys are understanding what's going on. I just want to make sure you guys are staying safe out there because, you know, whatever we can do to help you guys, we're going to do it. I mean, even if it means go live here at midnight, that's what we do here on the channel. And like I said, even if it was like a severe weather event, same thing, you know, we'd be doing this for you. We move over here back towards Memphis. Yeah, like I said, Memphis is getting slammed here, essentially east of Memphis, towards like Jackson, Tennessee here. I mean, we are seriously getting pelted by a lot of heavy rainfall. And like I said, the temperature here, you can see, is about 30 degrees, which that is definitely below freezing. And obviously, whatever's falling here is indeed turning into, yeah, obviously that is turning into, you know, ice, essentially. All that rain that's falling, which is pretty crazy. Hack is here. What's up, Hack? Saying hi, everyone. Having a good evening, question mark. I am doing pretty good. Hope you're doing good as well. Once again, glad to have you here, my friend. Anyways, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to switch over here to the official forecast. We're going to see just how much the latest forecast is calling for with ice and all that fun stuff. Obviously, I'd assume that a lot of the accumulations is, wouldn't say over, but a lot of it has already happened. Which I'm going to go ahead and... My phone's saying that snow's going to happen soon for me. It was saying it was snowing earlier, but it wasn't even snowing. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and switch on over here to the forecast here for you guys. So, now snowfall, like I said, possibility of a little bit of snow here towards like the southern panhandle. I would not count on it, honestly. But the ice here, this is as of 6 p.m. Central Time. So this has not been updated in nearly 6 hours, essentially. Almost 6 hours here. So, obviously a lot of the accumulation here that's listed has already fallen for the most part. But, with that being said, though, it kind of just really puts things in perspective here. I mean, if we switch over here towards, you know, northeastern Texas, I mean, Dallas here expecting, you know, as of 6 o'clock, Dallas is expecting here about, you know, 0.2 inches. Which, if we take a look over at the Dallas radar, I'm pretty sure there is a way that I can see an estimate from radar how much has fallen. Let's see here. Storm total precipitation here. And obviously we can, whatever falls here, we can kind of correlate that with accumulation. Holy cow. Some areas here kind of got around over an inch of it, it looks like. According to radar scans, this is storm's total precipitation here. Yikes. Yeah, it looks like eastern Dallas might be in some big problems there. Which is not good. Let's look at the precipitation over the last hour here. Oh, this data is older than 3 hours. Okay, that's probably not anything good we want to look at. 1 hour precipitation total. Probably because the tower's offline? I don't know. That's odd. Yeah, some of the data is not wanting to work there. But yeah, so digital accumulation there over the last minute or so. Pretty crazy. Let's see here. Roadway says, what will 29645 get? 29645. This is for South Carolina. Okay, you're in western South Carolina. Honestly, nothing, really. Except for a bit of rain. That's going to be a big possibility here. Which, let me go ahead and switch on over here to the models again. I'll go ahead and show you what you could be in store for. Like I said, we have all this precipitation moving through. Now, there's going to be no winter weather for you, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of rainfall for the areas here towards your location. The National Weather Service blend of models suggests the possibility of, yeah, maybe up to an inch or so. Or maybe a little over an inch could be possible. Let's see, Roadway says, okay, Bet, appreciate you. No problem. I said, no problem, y'all. I'm here for you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions throughout this, I mean, seriously, I mean, feel free to let me know. You know, we're here to work things out with you guys, and we're here to just make sure you guys are understanding the event throughoutly. Obviously, that's the main goal here, is to make sure you understand what's happening, and obviously to help direct you guys into you know, some good choices. Like I said, it's not recommended to go out in this right now. And like I said, I mean, this is probably going to be having a very impactful morning for us. Heck says my son's supposed to get 70 to 100 mile an hour winds tomorrow night and Friday at Mammoth. Yeah, that's crazy. That is some nasty stuff. You do not want to deal with those, which I can probably look that up here. Isn't that California? Let me actually look at that real quickly. We're going to switch over here to here's wind gust forecast. It shows a lot for those upper elevations especially. Interesting. But yeah, that's not good. Hopefully he stays safe out there. That is some nasty stuff. You don't want to deal with nearly 100 mile an hour winds. That's just quite nuts. Anyways, I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to take a look at the latest power outage information, and then we're going to look at the live cameras in Arkansas. We'll just go ahead and do that right now. Like I said, here is the latest. The one we looked at just a few minutes ago. 371,000 people without power in Texas here, which is just nuts. We're now at still at 371,000, so it probably has not updated. But a lot of the density of all of these outages is really over here towards east central Texas. It looks like that's where most of the outages is at. There's Dallas County right there. I mean, all the outages, or most of the outages, is just to the east here of Dallas and just to the south area, which is pretty weird. Kind of interesting there. We switch over here to the live cameras. Like I said, we have a lot of live cameras going on through here. Here's the live radar overlapping it. Like I said, all of this pink here, that's all the freezing rain that's happening right now, which we'll go grab a look here. Take a look at Little Rock here. Holy cow, yeah, those conditions there, like I said, that's in Little Rock. I mean, they look terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, look at this. So the roads, they look shiny. Like I said, it just looks like a wet road and everything like that. I mean, it looks like it's just a wet road, but the temperature is 30 degrees. So it is literally below literally below freezing, in which anything that's on the road that's wet is going to be freezing, which is definitely not good. So if you're here towards Little Rock, Arkansas, a lot of central Arkansas here, do not be in this right now. Like I said, do not be, please do not be traveling in all this. It's just not worth it. And like I said, take a delay to work if you have to. Just say that, the ice is really bad and I'm not wanting to risk my life getting to work, which I'm sure they would understand you. I mean, look at that. Look at those. Even the cameras are just completely covered in ice, which is just not good. Really not good here. Let's see. We're going to take a look at other cameras. Unavailable. Yeah, a lot of those roads is just... a lot of those roads are just completely covered, which is just crazy. Joanna wants me to take a look here at Brownwood, Texas. Alright, we'll take a look at Brownwood, Texas here. So, Brownwood, I know where that's at. It's actually right here. So, Brownwood, Texas here. Right at the moment, we are seeing a bit of, a bit of freezing rain showers happening here, mostly just to your northwest at the moment. You're kind of in a little dry spell for right now. You're kind of in a break here. Temperature is 32, so you're right at freezing. So, probably won't be freezing too quickly, but it'll be freezing at least. But yeah, so obviously you, my friend, you're in the looks for some pretty nasty accumulations there. They're towards Brownwood. Like I said, you're not too far away from Dallas, and you're actually in one of those zones where overall total, we potentially could see several tenths of an inch. Perhaps maybe 4 tenths of an inch could be possible overall, which is just nasty. Nasty stuff here, which you do not want to. You do not want to be traveling out in that stuff, like I said. It's just absolutely nasty. Live cameras here. We have some in northwestern Arkansas. Yep, look, the roads, they still look shiny, and they haven't received any precipitation in a while. Those are all ice patches you see there. Temperature 29. Eastern, we'll do West Memphis here. West Memphis, like I said, there's literally icicles hanging from this camera. I mean, if that's not tempting to not get on the roads, I don't know what will tell you guys what other. I mean, seriously, the literal icicles on the camera here. What does that tell you other than the fact that road conditions are horrible? And that there's still people on the roads? It's just not worth it, you guys. Seriously. Just really crazy stuff. Southwestern Arkansas here. Let's see. We'll take a look at this camera. You really can't see much on that, can you? Temperature 32. Camera unavailable. Yep. Once again, roadways look wet here, but like I said, once again, the roadways look wet, but they're ice. They are covered in what we call black ice, which is not something you want to deal with. Hee TV, what's up? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you have any questions throughout all this bit of adventure here, hey, feel free to let us know. Like I said, if there's anything that we can help you with, if there's a specific area you're questioning about, in terms of what we can expect here at certain times, or overall what we can expect. Like I said, just throw down a zip code, y'all. We'll take that zip code, we'll throw it in this program here, and it'll show me where you're at, and then obviously I'll go from there, and I'll look at a few other places. But obviously I'll pull you up and show you the models and stuff like that, what you can expect out of this. Which, I mean, like I said, Memphis area's here right at the moment. Little Rock, Arkansas, a lot of these regions here is definitely is kicking pretty good here with some pretty moderate heavy rainfall. And like I said, obviously all of this stuff is going to be freezing as soon as it touches the ground. I mean, it's just going to be pretty impactful. And like I said, really, I'm worried about tomorrow morning's travels. For a lot of people, I mean, it's just going to be quite nasty, honestly. And like I said, a lot of lot of wrecks is probably going to happen. As much as I hate saying it, but I mean, you can help avoid it, you guys. Seriously, I mean, if you essentially just avoid travel while the roads are bad. I mean, look at that. The roads are like a big sheet of ice. I mean, you guys see that right there? I mean, these roads look like they are just soaked. But that's all black ice, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. I mean, temperature's 29 outside. Why wouldn't it be? You know, it's just... I mean, these conditions are terrible. And like I said, right there, there's a bit of precipitation. Still some more freezing rain moving through here. Which is really not good. Yeah, a bit of an ice piece there on that camera. So it's just crazy to look at. Some of these cameras literally have icicles on them. Look at that one. A lot of West Memphis here, a lot of those cameras look like they have a lot of ice on them. Which, I mean, literally look at the roadways there. See, they're shiny? I mean, like I said, those shiny roadways, they just look like they're wet, but they're that's likely a big sheet of black ice. Not good, you guys. Which got me a bit worried. Let's see here. Xavier wants me to take a look here at 78729. Let's see here. So 78729 for Austin, Texas. Okay. All right. So for Austin, Texas here, obviously we're looking at right now. Current radar view for Austin. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the breaking point between the between the freezing rain and the normal rain here to the south. You're seeing a bit of freezing rain. The temperature is literally right at 32, which obviously, like I said, by the morning time, I mean essentially a lot of this should be good. You know, by right around whenever the sun comes up, a lot of this should be essentially melting, which is good. But yeah, keep an eye out there for that. I mean, there is still a possibility for next little bit of next few hours of some more and more freezing rain. Definitely being a possibility here. Let's see your Court's here. What's up, Court? But once again, here we take a look over at the live cameras here. Like I said, it's really crazy, but this is literally just icicles hanging down. I mean, like I said, you know it's bad. You know the conditions are bad when there's icicles straight up hanging from the live camera here. And in the distance between those icicles, you see a big roadway that's just soaked. At least so it looks like. I mean, like I said, I'm sure a lot of that is ice. Which is definitely not good, you know? But anyways, but like I said, seriously, it is definitely pretty bad. You know, it is definitely pretty bad out there, y'all. And so, like I said, if there's a specific area you guys want me to take a look at here, once again, feel free to let me know, and we'll get that covered for you. We'll make sure to let you guys know what's going on. Louisiana right now, a bit of rain for north central areas, but nothing too crazy. I know that there's areas in northern Mississippi. Yep. Yeah, pretty much northwestern Mississippi right now. We're seeing ourselves a bit of freezing rain activity, which is not good. You know, obviously that hopefully that stuff goes away here soon. We do not want to mess with any of that, do we? But anyways, my friends, like I said, we don't ask for much of the channel, but if you guys could consider hitting that subscribe button and leaving a like, it'll be greatly appreciated. And like I said, if you guys would like to go, if you guys would like to go above and beyond, and if you would like to support the channel, you see that little dollar icon there in chat. If you guys would like to send us a donation, that is how you do it. Like I said, that'll be greatly appreciated. It'll help out me specifically. It'll help out the channel. It'll help out everybody. Help with these programs and stuff like that. So that's if you would like to support us. And greatly appreciated, my friends. And just know that we're here for you, no matter what. No matter the event here. Like I said, we've been doing this for a long time, and I really don't plan on quitting on this. I really don't. I really enjoy what I do here, and I enjoy helping the people out. And whatever I can do for you guys, I'm gonna do it. We switch over here. Like I said, here's the live traffic camera, or live traffic conditions, I should say, in Dallas. Completely covered in orange, meaning the roads are closed. I mean, all these negative signs there, you see, those are all road closed signs. And a lot of these roads here in Dallas are in just horrible conditions right now, which is definitely not good. Yeah, there you go. There's a satellite view over all that. So all these roads are just completely nuts. Covered in ice, really just covered in ice here. Same thing for areas like, Memphis, Tennessee. We have a lot of impacts going on down there, which is quite crazy. So that's obviously a bit concerning. Same thing for Austin, a bit of impacts going on down there. West here of Oklahoma City, we got a road that's closed here. Let's see what's happening down there. Oh, apparently a crash. Interesting. Closed until April of 2024. Holy cow, I wonder what's going on down there. That's going to be a while before that's reopened. But yeah, I mean, that's what's going on right there. Nashville does not look too bad. Road conditions are, at least according to traffic maps here, they look okay. Which, I mean, these are traffic maps. They're not road condition maps. Like I said, we have live cameras here too. Kind of really can't see anything out of that one there. Apparently it's snowing over here. Yeah, the radar shows a bit of snow for these areas here. Which it does not look like it's snowing. But those roads sure look bad. Holy cow, look at all that. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's just nuts. Let's see here. Frank says, need to see if I'm going to be able to go to Vernon. I've heard trucks are stopped all over. So which Vernon is that? Was that like Vernon? There's a lot of Vernons. There's Vernon, Illinois, Vernon, Connecticut. Let me know. And I could try to help you out there. And I could try to show you what we're looking at across those regions. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these road conditions are horrible, and all this is not helping. I tell you what, we're gonna switch over here to the nation radar. I like taking a look at the one we were just looking at because it really goes in depth with where all that freezing rain is at. But here's the overall picture. According to the national radar view, it looks like there's a bit of snow here in Kentucky, which I don't think so. A lot of freezing rain towards Texas, Arkansas. Let's see here, Vernon, Texas. Okay. Yeah, let me actually pull up Vernon, Texas here for you. All right, there we go. So Vernon, Texas, basically far northwestern. This is right next to Wichita Falls. Yeah, right at the moment, it looks like we're kind of in a little dry spot here, but I know those areas have definitely been impacted quite heavily. And on the latest forecast since 6 o'clock local, 6 p.m., yeah, we were talking about 1 to 2 tenths of an inch of ice, which looked possible there. Which I'll go ahead and show you here. Like I said, there's Wichita Falls. Vernon's just right in here essentially, and that color correlates for about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch. Which, like I said, I mean, really once you start to move in that 2/10 of an inch and higher marker, that's where things start to get pretty nasty. That's where there's a lot of problems and everything. Let's see here. Proxy with another super chat. Holy cow, Proxy. Thank you so much. Saying, I meant to leave earlier. Got so interested in the forecasting and time flew by. I had to go. Or I have to go. But see you in the next stream. Thanks, Andrew and Namaz, for all you do for us. Sleep well, everyone. You too, Proxy. Thank you so much again, Proxy, for all of your support. You absolutely rock. Big shout out goes to Proxy here. Thank you. Seriously. That is that's greatly appreciated. You absolutely rock, Proxy. But good night, Proxy, and once again, thank you so much. And have a great night. But like I said, yeah, we take a look here at the current radar view. I mean, this is stretching pretty far, it looks like. I mean, literally going all the way from Texas to Tennessee here. A lot of activity. You know, a lot of activity going on here. Like I said, here towards Kentucky. Like I said, what's really interesting here is that the radar, the national radar supports or shows that there is snow happening here towards Louisville, yet I am in this area, and I was just outside a little bit ago, and it was not snowing whenever it said it was, which is interesting. So, yeah, I don't really know. I doubt it. Let's see. Frank says so. My delivery could be late. Crud. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a big possibility there. Like I said, it just sucks. You know, it really does. You know, this whole event. Like I said, there is good news though. I mean, we are heading towards the end of this event here. I mean, like I said, yesterday and the day before yesterday, we had a lot of ice move through. But I have good news for you. Like I said, this is the last of it. Okay, so this is basically the end of all of this mess here for now. And like I said, if we look at the you know, the extended range here in the models and everything, so we'll take a look here back over at the extended range here, which we'll take a look at the GFS really quickly, just as a reference of what we could see in the possible future. Like I said, obviously we have the system moving through, drive some rain through the southeast there. High pressure builds in across the Midwest, central country, northeast. Bit of snow showers for the northeast definitely going to be possible. A little disturbance here for the early third. Could be moving through the Ohio Valley northeast region. Then we have you know, high pressure building in there, and really nothing happening for a while. So what's good is the fact that this should be the last storm here for at least the next few days. So this should be the last round of winter mess here for at least a couple of days, hopefully. You know, obviously, you know, something could pop up in the models that we're not aware of right now, and you know, I mean, even if that does happen, you know, we'll let you know about it. You know, that is that's all about it. You know, we'll make sure that you guys are staying informed and well aware. You know, and well aware of the situation here. But anyways, like I said, yep, Dallas, you know, these areas here, a lot of these major areas is indeed getting impacted quite heavily. Switch to a local radar here in Dallas. Yeah, it looks like that precipitation starting to kind of build back in for Dallas areas. Still watching? Yes, I am still watching. I'm actually going to update that radar there. Or that live camera. Like I said, yeah, that live camera we have just above us, that is all of... that, my friends, is the live camera in Dallas. Like I said, it looks like Dallas, yeah, is starting to move back into that freezing rain here. So here pretty soon we're going to have to add some more accumulations to it. Which is obviously not good. It's obviously not going to be good for tomorrow's commute. Like I said, that's the reason we're live here so late, is obviously because we want to inform you guys with the latest information. I mean, say if somebody is getting ready to go to work or something here. I mean, who knows? Some people go to work this early, and if they tune into us, then we can obviously let them know, you know, what's happening in real time, which is good. Switching back over to Memphis. Yeah, Memphis still. I mean, Nashville. It looks like even. Right now, we're seeing a lot of Yeah, we're seeing a lot of precipitation. Looks like a lot of snow though, moving through these areas. I don't know what the heck the models or what the heck the radar is talking about here. I mean, we take a look here over at Louisville, and it doesn't show hardly anything. You see, it's such a big nothing. So maybe it's detecting snow in the upper atmosphere, but the lower portions of the atmosphere is probably so dry that it just basically sucks back into the form of water vapor, essentially. It's kind of what I think. The radar is probably scanning some things, don't get me wrong, but it's probably reabsorbing back in the atmosphere there. Which, it's a thing. It's a thing. It can happen. Looks like Oklahoma City's getting hit here pretty good, too. We're seeing a lot of rain starting to move in there. Which, if you know anyone in Oklahoma City, it looks like you guys are going to be having quite an impactful morning here as well. Which is not good. Definitely not. Let's see here. But I'll tell you what, we're switched back here to look at some live cameras here. We'll take a look and see what's going on. Like I said, all that, we have to see the radar bleed over it, too. All of that pink is the freezing rain and sleet type of ordeal. Yeah, I mean, look at that. This car coming, see how the road looks shiny? Like I said, obviously, that is, like, really concerning here. I mean, just knowing the temperature is right at freezing point. Go up a little bit more to the north here, 32 degrees there as well. Roadways still look wet. Move up a little bit more to the north here, east of Little Rock here, 29 degrees. I mean, look at that. The roads are completely soaked. Jakey says, looks like glass road. It does. It really does. And like I said, that's not good because essentially, like I said, the temperature is a few degrees below freezing right now, and this is not good. And like I said, obviously, you guys have got to avoid all of this. You know, you guys have got to seriously avoid all the travel if possible. I mean, seriously, your life is very precious, and there is no rewind, unfortunately. There is no, oops, I made a mistake, let me try that again. Like I said, the reason we do this, the reason we're live at 1 in the morning is to let you know there's problems right now. There's problems out there. You know, there's a lot of bad things that's happening here in the roadways. I mean, that's just not worth going out and risking your life for travel. Which is crazy. And like I said, it's just not worth it. I mean, look at this truck that's going by. You see the reflection coming right off the road? If that was dry asphalt, that would not happen. And you can tell that stuff is seriously just covered in ice. 29 degrees out there. You can't stop when you're at a traffic light. If there's ice, probably not. Let's see. Hi, is this coming to South Huntsville, Alabama? Okay, so we switch back here to the radar view real quickly. Like I said, Huntsville, basically right in here. The temperature is, yeah, well to above freezing. And we look at the future radar here. It doesn't, yeah, so no, this is not going to be impacting anywhere in northern Alabama. So if you get anything, this is just going to be in the form of rainfall. But no, yeah, there's no concerns of any, no concerns of any, winter weather for you, so you're good. But anyways, like I said, let's move on back here to eastern Arkansas. Yeah, there's some more bad road conditions there, which is terrible. Thanks, no problem. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, I got you all covered, no matter what. And like I said, if there's any more questions, I mean, if there's any questions you all might have, seriously, let me know. We'll be here for y'all. But like I said, I mean, those road conditions are terrible right now. What's this dude doing here? He's got his hazards on. Yeah, that dude has his hazards on. I wonder what's going on. Oh, there's actually hazards up there. What? Is there a crash or something that went up there? I don't know what's going on up there, but it looks like there's a stop of some sort. I wish the camera was better quality. There you go, a little bit. It looks like traffic builds up right there. There could have been a wreck. We'll see what this dude does here. Yeah, I mean, look, he's just sitting there. Got some cars going through here. I bet you that's a possibility. I mean, look at that. Look at the roadways. They are completely soaked. They look soaked, but like I said, this is, you know, a lot of this right here is just ice. Big sheets of ice. We call black ice. Which, like I said, it just looks like a wet road, but in reality, it's all... I mean, look at that. See the shininess coming off the road? That would not happen normally. But anyways, but that's that. We'll switch to a different camera here. We're going to see what's going on. West Memphis here. Oh, got a big old icicle on the right-hand side of this camera. Like I said, it's really weird how a lot of these other cameras, they don't seem to have icicles on them, except for the ones that's in West Memphis. I mean, look at this one. I just grabbed another camera, and there's already ice on it. Or there's ice on this one, too. We'll grab this one right here. Stream not available. Grab this one right here. Stream not available. This one right here. Stream not available. Oh, that's a good camera. Yeah, that's pretty high resolution. But look at that. Roadways. I mean... You know, it's just... It's terrible. Why does it keep on clicking out there? I mean, look, the temperature's 30 degrees. 30 degrees there at the place on site. And those roads are shiny. So there's obviously precipitation on them. And, you know, with the temperatures being what they are, like I said, at 30 degrees, I mean... Obviously, that is not good. Let's see. This dude has his lights on. I guess an emergency vehicle, maybe? It looked like a pickup truck. There's a dude slowing down over there. You see that? Yeah, but these roads are just bad. Hey, look at the horizon over there. That sky looks mean. Let's grab another camera. Unavailable. Unavailable. There's one on the bridge here. Bridge cam even has icicles on it. Yeah, that's a bad thing. You know, like I said, I mean, bridges, the thing is about bridges is that air... Oh my gosh, stop backing out. The thing about bridges is that the air essentially gets under the bridge and it goes over the bridge. And so it allows for the bridge overall to cool down so much quicker. Because, you know, with the normal roadway, you got yourself essentially all of that warmth coming up from the ground. That takes a while for it to actually stick. It takes a while for the road to actually reach the freezing point. Which bridges have no problem of doing because they have open air under and above them. So obviously that's a problem, you know. Definitely that's a big problem there. Now we're moving into Memphis here. Let's see. More icicles there. I mean, what did I tell you, y'all? Yep. Y'all heard that there. That radio just said that, you know, all the stuff that fell yesterday is going to refreeze again. And refreeze on surfaces and... Yep. Yeah, don't travel unless it's absolutely necessary. Like I said, unless if there's a dire emergency, like I said, unless if your life is at risk, unless if you are, like, bleeding out, or have to go to the hospital or something, like having a medical emergency, if there's anything other than that, don't go out at all. It's not worth throwing your life into this. It's not worth risking your life into this. It's just, it's really not, you know. And like I said, you know, we're going to be here for y'all. We're going to make sure that you guys are, you know, staying up to date here. Craziest bridge cam I've seen. There was a spider nesting on it. It looked like it was attacking the bridge. Holy cow! Yeah, we've seen there was a camera in Chicago during a severe weather event we were looking at. Some of you guys will remember this. I know if Moo was here, she would remember that. But there was a camera in Chicago, and there was a bee's nest next to it, and we were just watching, you know, all these bees come out of this bee's nest. And they were just climbing all over the camera and stuff, and there's bees all over the camera, which I remember, which is pretty crazy. Let's see, but yeah, there's a lot of heavy stuff happening here towards between Jackson and Nashville. Yeah, there's Nashville there. There's Memphis down there. You see, there's a big highlighted area here. You know, very, very bright pink color. That's essentially where we are seeing some very heavy rainfall. Which, like I said, obviously, it's pink, showing that it's freezing rain. But like I said, it's just normal rainfall. You know, from the time it starts to snow, it falls down very, very slowly. Then it reaches a sharp temperature spike, which basically is above freezing, and then that melts, and then it becomes freezing again as it hits the ground. And essentially, you know, then essentially it just freezes once it's on the ground there. But anyways, that's there in Memphis here. Another camera in Memphis. Yeah, dude, these roads are terrible. I mean, even in these, like even in these big cities here, I mean, the roads are just shiny, just a big sheet of ice essentially, which is definitely not good. You know, it's definitely not good there. But anyways, but that's that, my friends. You know, I just wanted to hop on here just to give you guys a little bit more of an update here, just to let you guys know what was going on here. So if y'all did enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up and don't forget to, you know, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Like I said, I just want to come on here late, that way that, you know, if people had any questions or anything like that, I could tell them, you know, and everything like that. And like I said, you know, if people that are getting ready to leave, you know, people that are getting ready to leave to work tomorrow, they can look back on this live stream and they can be like, okay, that was the latest information and stuff. I'd love to stay up here all night with you guys, but honestly, you know, I've been up here a lot today doing some live streams for you guys. I mean, we did a 2.5 hour live stream earlier, and then we did this one here. So, yeah, we've been live here for quite a while. And like I said, I really don't ask much on this channel, but like I said, if y'all could, you know, consider hitting that subscribe button, it'll be greatly appreciated. And honestly, thank you all so much for your kind support. Brad says thank you, good night, and good night, everyone. You too, Brad. But like I said, I think that's going to wrap everything up here for now. You know, I just want to be live here for a little bit with you guys. You know, I think I'm going to go upstairs and get me some rest here, and then tomorrow afternoon we're going to do another live stream here, talking about what's next after this. Which, like I said, you know, just a little bit of a preview for y'all. It appears that we might just be in a bit of a break here. Like I said, we got this big old system that's moving through right now. You know, that's going to track through, drive some possible storms here, you know, towards, like, you know, Panhandle, Florida tomorrow, or today, I should say, at this point. Possibly here for today. You know, later on, this afternoon and evening. Then obviously all that precipitation is going to move through the southeast, and then we got high pressure built through, which, I mean, obviously should lead to some pretty nice conditions here. There's another wave of you know, cool air, very cold air for the upper northeast. You know, possibly bringing those those temperatures into the 20s and 30s, or sorry, 10s and 20s below zero, that is, which is not good. A little bit of a moisture kick across the northwest there, but other than that, I mean, it looks like the central country, the majority of the country is going to be remaining pretty good, and should be looking all right out there, which is just good, which is great news. But once again, everybody, well, I think that is going to go ahead and wrap up the coverage here, for tonight. And like I said, if there is any more questions that you guys might have, feel free to let us know. Like I said, join our Discord down below. We have that in the description. You guys can check all that out here. Feel free to message me or, my server, if you have any questions during this event here or any other events in the future. Because, like I said, I'm going to be here for y'all. I'm going to make sure you guys are staying up to date. And once again, like I said, if you have not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. We are literally about 10 subscribers away here from 8,500 subscribers. So we are very, very, very close. Of course, says use my ring light. There we go. The reason I haven't been is just because it's blinding at 1 in the morning. Let's see. Haley says, good night, brother Andrew. I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream. Sounds good. Absolutely. Sounds good. But if it was during the daytime or earlier than it is now, I would be using my ring light. But right now, it's just, signing off here. Everything like that. But before we head off here, I want to go ahead and say a big thanks to all of our donors here for today. Earlier in the the first live stream we had Proxy. Thank you so much, Proxy. We had Jenny. We have Barbara. We had Crystal. We had Hack. We had Proxy again, earlier as well, which is pretty crazy. So obviously, big thank you goes to all of those donators here today. Yeah, you guys seriously really help out the channel. Like I said, that's how I make my money. Because like I said, obviously, this is what I do for a living, essentially, is I do YouTube for you guys, obviously weather content, make sure you guys are staying safe out there, and like I said, any little bit helps, even if it's $1, even if it's just subscribing, leaving a like, every little bit helps, it really does. And so, but once again, everybody, just once again, love you all out there, please stay safe with everything going on here. I know that, this has been a crazy last few days, it really has, and, I mean, obviously, with everything going on, hopefully things should get better. Things should improve here by tomorrow, which is good. Hack says, good night, Drew. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, no problem. And once again, thank you for donating earlier. Greatly appreciated. That was very nice of you. And that goes to everybody. Lucy says, ready to see at least one good snow Appalachian this winter. Yeah, seriously. Thank you for all you do. No problem, Lucy. Anytime. Anytime, my friends. Well, all right. Well, once again, everybody, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for now. Like I said, we were live here for a little over an hour, which was good. I just want to give one last little go at this here. Like I said, obviously, please be safe. If you have to navigate tomorrow, like I said, seriously, I would avoid against it. Like I said, seriously, if there is if there's a way that you can avoid it, do it. Seriously, at least, like I said, it essentially just at least, give a delay in it. Features squid babies tomorrow. What, you mean the squid here? This is what squid babies is. Courtney wanted, or basically, I brought it with me to Kentucky, which it was hers. But anyways, all right, my friends. Well, thank you all for joining us. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your night here. Get some good rest out there, my friends. And we'll make sure to catch you guys here for tomorrow's live stream. We're going to go ahead and set this to the ending screen. Once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Stream's going to head off here in approximately 2 minutes. So if there's anything you want to say to your friends and family before getting off here, then feel free to do such now. But until then, my friends, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. You all absolutely rock. Love you all of you all out there. once again, your life is precious. Every single one of you guys is very precious. And like I said, we're going to do everything we can to help make sure you all are staying safe whenever it comes to nature's most nasty weather here. And all right, my friends, once again, we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Or later on today, I guess. Probably do another live stream here, maybe around 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern. So look out for that. And all right, once again, thank you all so much for being here. And we will catch you all here in the next one. Peace out, my friends. Love y'all. Sleep good. Stay safe.
Wind were made at midnight. DFW Airport. Light freezing rain. 31, dew point 29. Relative humidity 92%. Wind west at 8. Wind chill 23. Pressure 30.35 inches and rising. Dallas Love Field. Light freezing rain and fog. 31, west at 8. Wind chill 23. Fort Worth Meacham. Mixed precipitation. 30, north at 6. Arlington, freezing rain and fog, 31, northwest at 8, wind chill 23. McKinney, mixed precipitation and fog, 31, north at 9, wind chill 23. Denton, cloudy, 30, northwest at 7. Elsewhere around the region, Wichita Falls, light freezing rain, 29, calm. Abilene, cloudy, 30, calm. Waco, mixed precipitation and fog, 30, north at 13, wind chill 20. Tyler, cloudy, 34, northwest at 8, wind chill 27. Once again at midnight, DFW Airport, light freezing rain, 31, west at 8, wind chill 23. Now let's check on your local forecast for the Dallas